dress up. We are dressed as chefs to make zucchini bread! So first, you obviously start by getting 3 or 4 zucchinis depending on their size. You cut the tips off and then you just start shredding. Shred a little bit, and I'll show you guys how it looks when it's shredded. So I've already shredded 2 of the 3, so this is how it looks. So when you're done, which I'm probably not going to finish for a while, you put them to the side and then you're going to start mixing all the dry ingredients. So the next thing you're going to do is mix all of your dry ingredients together.
And for your dry ingredients, you are going to need 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 3 cups of whole-purpose flour or whole wheat flour.
Next, after you have mixed your dry ingredients very well, we are going to be adding our zucchini, our grated zucchini, and we are going to add it with oil and our eggs, and we are carefully going to add our dry ingredients. So now we're going to put the wet ingredients. This is 1 cup of vegetable oil. The recipe says vegetable oil, but any cooking oil is perfectly fine. So 1 cup of vegetable oil. Next, we'll put in our vanilla. That's 3 teaspoons of vanilla. We're going to put in our eggs. But since we don't eat eggs, we're substituting it with unsweetened applesauce. So 1/4 cup of applesauce is worth 1 egg, and each one of these is 2/4. So one of these little containers is worth 1 egg. Last but not least, we're going to be using sugar. The recipe says for 2/4 cup, but since we don't want ours to be so sweet, we're going to be using 2 cups. It says white sugar, but you can also use brown sugar if you want it to be a little bit healthier. But this time we're good. We're going to do white. And 2 cups. Okay, so now that we finished with these wet ingredients, we're going to take it over to our KitchenAid, you can see. And there we are going to add, we're going to slowly incorporate the zucchini and the flour. So unlock this. Looks pretty good. And now we're going to be putting 2 cups of grated zucchini. So you might have realized that throughout this whole recipe, we have not included any liquids like water, milk, juice, because as you're mixing your zucchini, the zucchini will release water or liquid out of it. So now we are going to include our dry ingredients. We're going to put very little and then we're going to mix it, and we're going to keep doing that until we are done. So I'm just going to put a little bit. So now this is our last little bit of dry ingredients that I'm going to be adding. Okay, let's add that all in. once your ingredients are completely mixed, the recipe calls for 1 cup of crushed walnuts. As you can see here, we have crushed our walnuts already. And my mom really likes pecans, so we also crushed some pecans. And they're mixed in here with our walnuts. We put some on the side for decorating purposes, but you do not have to do that. So now I'm going to put my walnuts and pecans in my mixture of ingredients. So the purpose of the pans being greased is so that while it's baking, when it comes out, it's very easy to take off. So now we're just gonna pat the flour around to make sure everything is nice and even. So after your pans are fully greased, they should look like this without any white lumps. And while you pour your mixture in, you want to make sure you don't pour it all the way because the bread is going to rise while it's in the oven, and we don't want it to overflow. So we're going to put them into our preheated oven at 325 degrees. Thank you, YouTubians, for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to my brother's channel. And we really hope you like this recipe for making zucchini bread.